Like, I can't
Can
smoke
you
on
like
there.
turn towards me, brother?
Yeah.
So
I
that
can't
way
smoke on there,
you could
right?
do whatever you want to do. We grown folks over
Right.
here. We
You
we
right.
rated R.
You right.
Here, no
So,
judgment. This is reality, the real life, the struggle. You know, that's why I document the struggle.
alright. I'm ready
You
whenever
yeah,
you
do
are.
your thing. You
So
want to do your thing
so
first?
yeah. So you tell me like so.
Yeah. Whenever you ready, I'll start asking questions. All
Okay, you
right?
gonna ask me the questions, all right?
Yeah. So I'll let you do your thing
All
first,
right.
and then we're gonna get started.
Ready.
Yeah. So, what did you just take a hit of, I mean?
That was Fetty and Train.
Oh, okay,
Fetty and
cause
Train.
and they call that the bubble, right? Can you show us real
Yeah,
quick
this
what
is
the
the-
bubble look like?
Yeah. Just a bubble. That's really all. Used to be used for meth, but now people don't use it for meth. They use it for smoking their Fetty and Train instead of using a foil.
Right.
It lasts longer. The foil kind of burns up a lot faster, and you waste a lot of it. Sometimes you drop your foil, it blows away, you can't find it. This just keeps it all, intact.
What it sell at?
Down there, every corner store up here. These are $2 to $3, and usually sometimes they give them out for free too.
Okay, got you. Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
they try to have people, not pass around diseases and, try to be clean about it, because not everybody can afford, their stems, their works, their lighters. So, I mean, that kind of is a good thing. They're trying to have people be clean about it, at least.
Got you, got you. Okay, so brother, what's your name?
My name's Josh.
Nice to meet you, Josh.
You too, bro.
Thank you. How old are you, brother?
30, I'll be 38 in 3 days.
Wow, that's
May
what's up.
24th, yeah, 87.
Gemini gang, huh?
Yeah.
What do you got planned for your birthday?
Every year, man. Actually, this year I kind of remembered it, but normally I'm like, did my birthday pass already? But I'm thinking about just relaxing, probably getting dinner, maybe just to get dinner with my family. Haven't did that in 4 or 5 years since I've been out here. Lost a lot of family members too while I've been out here. So this year I'll probably just go sit with my mom, my brother, and just have dinner, relax.
That's what's up, man. What was the best birthday gift you ever got?
Best birthday gift I ever got was, one was that Kentucky. It was my aunt treated me and my twin. I got a twin brother. Treated us to Atlantic City. Got us both our separate room. Gave us like $200 a piece to gamble, and then I ended up winning like $180. So that was a good birthday present for my aunt.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So you say you've been in Kensington for how long?
About 5 years now.
Where are you from originally?
Chester County.
Okay, Chester, that's what's up.
Yeah, Chester County, not Chester. Chester County, out by like Westchester, Exton, that area.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, got you. So what brought you down to Kensington?
What brought me down here years ago, man, when I was working a lot and I ended up hurting my back, so I was taking Percocets. I was taking a lot of them. I could afford it then. So then I started coming down here with my friends, and they were already doing Fetty and Train. And they kept telling me, yo, try this. I was like, nah, hell no. But after like 2 days of being sick and not being able to find perks like that no more, I tried. I was like, damn, it's like 5 ounces all I've been spending $30 a piece on Jones, and you can get them for $5. So that's how it started. That's how it all started. Switching from not being able to find Percocets, and then that being so cheap and not wanting to be sick. Because sick is hell, man. Being sick is like, there ain't no explaining it. People be like, just pray. Ain't no just pray, man. Like, nothing works except for getting the Fetty and Train in you, or Suboxone or something like that, and that don't even work 100%. You never feel 100% ever again.
Tough struggle, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And a lot of people caught up in the same situation as you.
A lot, man. Like nobody wants to be here. Nobody wants to be chasing that every day. Sometimes, even when the days you just want to relax, you can't. You can't wake up and say, today I'm not doing this. Today I'm not smoking a cigarette. You can do that. You can't do that with this Fetty and train. You can't be like, cause as soon as you do that, it only gets worse, until the point where you feel like you're on deathbed. So, and since that don't work like that.
Where you think you'll be right now in life if it wasn't for that?
Right now, man, I probably have a nice job. Not really, it's just being dependent on this. It's a lot of places I would rather be. I'd be with my son. I'd be with my family. I'd be making a lot of money. Like, being physically dependent on Fetty and Trank and opiates or whatever, you can't like have it. You can have a job, but you can't go to your job sick. You know what I mean? Everybody that went through this knows what I'm talking about. It's not easy. It's not like we want to be like, oh, I ain't going to work today, or I'm not doing this today. No, not at all. People are doing like risking their life to get well, to be better just for a couple hours and have to do the same thing over again. It's not a fun task, man. If I knew it was going to be like this, I never would have started it at all. Never would have touched the opiate at all.
Right. So tell us, how's life been like for you lately?
Life's been like, for me lately, man, it's been a struggle. Every day is trying to get well. Every day. It's like I said, you can't just be like, today I'm not doing this, today I'm not doing no Fetty. Nah, don't work like that. You'll be sitting in your crib, right, pulling your hair out, thinking about how I'm going to get my next $5 to get right. What am I going to sell? What am I going to take? What am I going to do? That's how my life's been, man. And really, it's been getting well, then going back out and figuring out what I got to do next to get my next couple of hours to be right, to be well, and not have to struggle and worry about being sick. That's what my life's been like, and that's hell, man. The withdrawal makes people want to kill themselves. It ain't like, it don't feel like no flu. It's your body don't want to do nothing. You're using the bathroom on yourself. Your whole body hurts. You can't think straight. Everything just doesn't make sense. You can't make sense of nothing because you're just not there at all. At all.
Right.
It takes everything out of you.
How many bags will you say you need every day or you use every day?
Right now I've been smoking, so like you can stretch it out. I can do about like 4 bags. That's $20, which ain't bad. It used to be, then there 10 bags a day. You know, like so when people shoot it, they have a little bit of break. Like you shoot it, you get at least like a good 4 hours. But like you smoke it, you fall asleep, you constantly gotta stay smoking it. So I don't know which one's even better, you know?
Right.
Smoking, snorting, or shooting it.
Have you shot it before?
Yeah, I have.
What made you stop?
Really just the marks, tearing up my body, you know, veins going away, disappearing. Just been through, and then finally getting myself to go back to healing. I don't want to, you know what I mean, do that no more. But yeah, it took a lot. But like they say, once you shoot, you can never go back. That's not true. You can do whatever you want to, honestly, whatever you want.
Right.
Everything's just a phase, man.
Facts.
Really, I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for the sickness. Like I said, I started taking Suboxone, man. I take 3 subs a day. That don't even take that takes the edge off, is what I should say. That don't make you feel 100%. Like, I don't know when I'm gonna feel like myself ever again. Honestly, I try, you know, day by day. It's not as bad as it used to be. I'm not, you know, like I said, not shooting. I'm not doing a lot of stuff I used to do.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your childhood. What was it like?
My childhood, actually, for me and my brother, was very good. We were super close to my family. My grandma and grandpa were always, I just lost my grandma and grandpa, actually, when I was down here. And my family couldn't even call me because I didn't have a phone. You know, so actually, I was super close with my grandma. My grandpa was super close with my brother because I reminded my family of my grandma's side. So our family was always super close. It was me, my twin brother, my cousin, and my niece. And my mom, my aunts, my other aunt, my uncle, we were all super close, and we never wanted for nothing. You know, never wanted for anything. My family treated us super good. Never was abused. None of that. My grandpa took care of all of his three daughters, 3 sons, and never left my grandma. They were married for 65 years. So.
What about your mother and father?
My dad's side lives in California. You know what I mean. My mom and dad split up when we were probably like 6 or 7, but you know, I never held that over. My mom was a good woman, best woman in the world, man. She was a teacher, took care of us. That like my dad, oh well, he didn't want to be there. I was on him. You know what I mean? I never took like my mom was a beautiful person, still is. Actually, I just talked to my mom 2 days ago, but before that, it was a year. I didn't see my mom for a year, and that like she was really upset. Every time I talked to her, she'd start crying. I'm like, I'm coming home. She's like, no, you're not. Don't stop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a simple fact is, I either stay down here and be able to hustle and get my, you know what I mean, or I go home and be sick and not have enough to go home. You can't go home with 1 bag, 2 bags. That's just going on the ride. You know, you can't go with 5 bags. It's gone. Then you're down there cranky with your family. You're sick. You're not yourself. They wondering what's going on with you. Like, that's not what you want it to be. So I just, you know, do my thing and talk to her when I can. When I get a couple extra dollars, I get what I need and I go see my mom.
Right. What all have you lost due to your addiction?
I lost everything, man. Literally everything. Like, I used to have my own crib. I had 3 cars. I worked at the biggest printing company in the world called Quad Graphics. And that's when I started using Percocets, but I was still going to work then. I worked 5 12-hour days, swing shift. Like, I was making good money. I didn't have to ask my mom. I didn't have to ask nobody for no money. Like, I lost everything. I don't even have the same shoes I used to have. Nothing, my watches, everything's gone. All that's gone just due to really being down here, having to sell stuff, like not being able to get well, having to sell things you don't want to sell, and trust me, you're not getting nothing close to the price you wanted. An iPhone and the brand new iPhone, $10 you're probably getting, and you're gonna take it because you're sick. I guarantee it, and that's what sucks, man. Some people take advantage of that. And like, I lost everything. Right. Family, friends, ex-girlfriends that passed away, you know, just everything, really right. Everything.
Yeah, it definitely robs you of your happiness.
Everything, man, like seriously.
What are some things that you was happy doing before you came to Kensington?
Driving, being able to go, like, having extra money to be able to go out and really go shopping and buy whatever pair of shoes you wanted. You know, anything actually you wanted. You wanted to buy, you know, PlayStation or whatever. You had the money to do that. But when you have a habit, you definitely ain't got the money to do none of that. Just being able to open my own refrigerator and grabbing stuff out of my own fridge. Just being able to just pull the keys out of your pocket, put them in the door and unlock it. That's what I miss, man. Really.
So what's your current living situation right now?
Right now, I'm out here on the streets, but like if I go back to, you know, my hometown and all that, I got family, but out here I don't got no crib. You can't, it's hard to have, $20 a day is expensive, you know, and it gets worse and worse. And actually, I'm just talking about me right now at where I'm at. It used to be a lot worse than that. It was $50, $60 a day. Some other people, they do other stuff with their, you know, they do. Because this is just to get well. This is not to have fun. We don't have fun doing do. That's just to feel better. People, you know, smoke hard, do ice, smoke weed, do other stuff to have fun, drink. This is just to feel better. I don't do this to get high. Just to be normal, to be able to go get a burger or something. That's why I do it. I have to. It's not because I want to. You think I don't want to.
Right.
Yeah. I've been clean, a couple times. Like I said, them periods of time though, bro, you never feel the same again. Your body never feels 100% like you again. Like, it always feels like something's missing. Right now it's pretty quiet, man, but this is not that good. It's not a good environment at all.
What are some horrible things that has happened to you since you've been out here?
Been robbed, shot, shot by accident. Seen people get robbed. Seen people get run over. Seen dead bodies. Saved a lot of people's lives from overdose. And you could be just walking down the street, and you see how quiet it's pitch black. Somebody could be laid out in between the cars, purple. And you gotta run and get. It's up to you. You get Narcan, you can save them, or you don't have to. But I ain't gonna let nobody check out like that. But it's not that good of an environment, man. I've seen women beat up. Women tell me lots of stories that have stuff that happened to them from walking around by themselves. Like it's rough out here. It's not a good environment at all. You be walking, you see 4 young bulls. Not all. No, I'm not saying all young bulls are bad, but you like, damn, what they gonna do next? What I'm gonna have to do to them? And that's real. Like it goes down out here.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And these young bulls are shooting. 13, 14 years old shooting.
Real talk.
Be real.
What was the best day you had high?
Had high? One of my best days was when I used to take Percocets. I used to do a lot of stuff when I took perks. This stuff makes you kind of not want to do anything, but when I took perks, I used to do a lot of stuff like, just go cut my girl's mom's grass, or work on my car, or like put a system in my car, tend my car, just do stuff. We were always doing stuff, going to the beach for a weekend, you know what I mean? Like, that's the stuff I used to do. Now it's like, you don't have no money. This shit drains the shit out of you. This shit is getting weak. So it's like you gotta do a lot more of it. And you gotta do it a lot more frequently. And the money is not coming in more frequently. And you gotta figure out how you gotta get more money just to say, well, and you don't got money like you used to. Like, you can't even have a job when you're doing this. So that's why it's hard to keep the same money. People usually go boosting or whatever, but even that's rough. Like, everybody know what it is. That shit rough with these security guards, man. It's hard to get a dollar out here. You sitting here and ask 50 people for $1, I bet you probably wouldn't get it. And that's bad.
Right. Like, have you overdosed before?
I wouldn't say I overdosed, but people said I did. Like, you know what I mean? They said they hit me with Narcan, but I have a tolerance. I've been doing it for a long time. You just don't overdose like that. So, like, people just get nervous and scared. And I'll just be like, oh, I Narcaned you because you were sleeping. You know what I mean? Usually people that's been down here don't overdose. It's people that come from out of town and they think they can do a whole bag, and yeah, you're gonna overdose. The shit is that strong. You come from out of town, you try to do a whole bag, you're gonna die. But us, no, that's how our tolerance has risen so fast. We could probably do 3 bags and still be okay. That's how it is.
Right. Do you feel comfortable being around people who's going through the same struggle as you?
Yeah, it makes it a little bit better, because then we try to go figure out how to get money together. Like, sometimes we clean up blocks, so we do all types of different things, man. Clean up people's yards, take out people's, like, run their trash down, so some lady needs help carrying her groceries in all the time. People do that. Like, it's all types of different things. There's always a way to make money. There's always a way to make money. Scrapping, all types of different metals. So yeah, I definitely feel comfortable around the people that I used to know and been out here with, but it's a lot of new people. A lot of new crowd.
So what's your rock bottom? What's rock bottom to you?
This is rock bottom, man. Right now, sitting out here is rock bottom, bro. Nobody wants to be sitting on the sidewalk not knowing where they're going to be going, or what they're going to be doing, or where their money's coming from. Nobody to call. I can call my family, but they don't live around here. Like, I ain't got nobody out here. This is rock bottom. Sitting right here, it's rock bottom on the concrete. At least, you know what I mean? At least I gotta have a chair, but I don't live around here, so I don't have a porch to sit on, or, like, for instance, they can just tell us right now we gotta leave, and I gotta leave. You know what I mean? This is not my property, but, I mean, this pretty much is rock bottom. You know what I mean? Yeah.
When you look at yourself now in the mirror, what do you see?
Damn, I lost a lot of weight. Damn, this shit messed up my teeth. All types of stuff, man. My face breaking out. Like I said, lost a lot of weight. Clothes ain't clean as they used to be, man. Like, a lot of stuff like damn, this is really like it's really what I'm gonna like be doing for the rest of my life, because like I said, it's hard to ever feel the same ever again after you do opiates, man. Ever again.
Do you think that's why a lot of people relapse? People who had 8 years clean,
Yeah.
and
You
they
never feel the same again, man. There's no drug out here that can make you feel. Like I said, it's not fun and people don't want to do it. It's just the way it makes you feel. It makes you like when you're sick, man. You can't do none. When you don't have fentanyl in you and you're on Suboxone or whatever, the Suboxone helps. The methadone helps. The Xanax helps. But it does not make you ever feel the same ever again, man. Like I said, I was on. I still get the chills. I still feel like I'm crawling in my skin, like stuff like that. I never feel.
So you don't think you could ever heal from that, even if it took like years?
I don't know if I'll still be doing it because I might be trying, stay clean. But I know I've been clean for years before, and I felt that way. Like I never felt the same again. I felt. And this stuff is way stronger. Now I go to take a perk, man, I can take 100 milligrams of perks where I don't even feel it. Don't do nothing. After you touch Fetty and Trank, man, you don't feel shit unless you do Fetty and Trank.
And if your friends or your family see this video, what message would you like to send to them?
Everything I said was real. They already know. So, like I said, I love my mom. And I wish I never touched the opiate ever in my life. Like I've done things that she's still proud of. Like I haven't always been out here in Kensington. I worked since I was a young bull. And things just happen. I just don't deal with pain well.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be in pain. Ever.
Hell no.
I tell my mom every day, like, I'm proud of her. She deals with pain very well. She's always complaining about her knees and her back. Not me, like, I'm not going good. No, I can't deal with pain like other people can deal with it. Some people are different. Everybody has their twist. Some people gamble. Some people do it like their alcohol. Some people like their women. I just don't want to feel pain. And people out here, like I said, nobody wants to be out here doing this. I'm talking about other people like me, addicts or whatever. Nobody wants to be out here, trying to figure out every day how they're going to get well. If they have to steal from their family, them stealing from their family. People steal from their mom during, with this habit. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that at all. I know him right there. Man, he lost his leg. Like he used to be running around here faster than me.
Damn, how you feel about the wounds and amputations and all that? How you feel about that?
Oh man, I just think it's nasty. Really, honestly, the wounds are nasty. They stink, you know what I mean? But nobody, like, you can be mad at them, but you can't be mad because nobody wants to smell like that either. But it's hard for people to get clothes. It's hard for, like, once that wound's open and it starts smelling like that, it just, nothing they can do about it unless they either cut it off or, wrap it, and you can't wrap it and seal it up. You got to keep it open, so that's why you smell it. But people can change a lot more and, start being courteous of other people too. Nobody else wants to smell that either, so think like that,
Right.
Please.
What are your short-term goals now?
My short-term goals, right now, like I said, I started taking Suboxone, so it's been a little bit better. I'm gonna try that, see how that goes this time. They're starting more programs for because the Suboxone only deals with the fentanyl, so they're starting more programs to deal with the trank. Because nothing really deals with the trank. That's like you're still gonna withdraw a little bit off of that, so that could be the reason why you never feel right again. But I'll see how it goes.
Okay. And the last two questions I got for you is there are a lot of people in this world who judge people who struggle with drug addiction. What's your message for the world?
Like I said, man, everybody has their own things they like to do in their spare time. Like, you can't really judge anybody if you ain't been through it. Because if you've been through it, you wouldn't be judging anybody. So you gotta put yourself in other people's shoes and things like, you got kids, how would you want people to treat your kids? And you know what I mean? Nobody wants to be put down and judged and hurt. Like, because nobody wants to be out here. Nobody wants to be out here doing this. Honestly, everybody's just trying to get well, feel normal. I mean, maybe there are some people, I can't speak for everybody, but maybe there are some people that want to be out here, but I highly doubt it. Everybody I see is miserable, don't have the money. Like, nobody has the money to support their habit. Nobody.
Right. Okay, brother, if you had 3 wishes, what would your 3 wishes be?
Them get rid of opiates. Me, myself, never start dealing with opiates or fentanyl or drink. And my third one is I hope I get my life together and I'm not a statistic of somebody that overdoses and dies. Like, I sometimes feel bad for people's parents, like, that overdose and died and never see their kid again. I hope I'm not a statistic and my family doesn't have to go through that, because we already lost a lot, and everybody else has lost a lot too.
Got you. Well, brother, thank you so much for sharing your story with us, and
Thank
we
you.
wish you're welcome, brother. We wish you nothing but success. We wish you, get up out this nightmare. And,
one day at a time, bro.
Yeah, that's right, man. So if people want to reach out to you or help you, do you have a way they can do that?
Right now I don't have an email. If they can contact me, you see me around a couple times. I'm always out here.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if y'all got some kind words or whatever, or some programs that might work, or something that you tried that worked for you that that I never heard about, yeah. If they can share it with you, and maybe if you see me, let me know, because right now I don't have a phone or email address or nothing like that. So yeah, that would be cool.
Okay, they're gonna drop it in the comments on the video. Then the next time I see you, I'll show you the video in the comments.
Appreciate
and stuff.
that.
Yeah, no doubt. So AML fam, we taking flight. Wish our brother well, and remember, y'all, don't be bitter, be blessed, and don't
Yes,
be
sir.
bitter, be better.
Yes, sir.
And we out there. Peace out.
Peace.